First, we're going to look at the first bride, who is Rebekah. Now, remember, it's so important to the Lord that the right bride is chosen. Abraham asked the Lord, I want a bride for my son Isaac. And then he asked his servant to go find a bride from amongst his people because he didn't want Isaac to marry into the world. He wanted him to marry within the family. And so it was so important that Abraham said to his servant, I'm sending an angel with you to give you success, so that he would find the right woman. So, of course, he comes and he into the land, and he finds Abraham's family, and the servant prays, and he says, the woman who comes, and she'll give me water and water my camels. That's the one. And what happens? Rebekah does all that. So the servant goes with Rebekah back to her family to say, I believe she's the one who's to be the bride for Isaac. So in Genesis 24, that's where you'll find the story. I'm starting in verse 62. Now Isaac had come from going to Beer-lahai-roi, for he was living in the Negev. Isaac went out to, Rebekah's coming home now with the servant. I'll give you a little background. Now Isaac had come from going to Beer-lahai-roi, and he was living in the Negev. Isaac went out to meditate in the field toward the evening, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, camels were coming. You know, he's watching and waiting for us. He has selected us as the one who would be his betrothed, and he's waiting for us. And he's waiting in that field, and he's waiting to see us. So he's waiting for our camels to come. Rebekah lifted up her eyes. So we lift up our eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she dismounted from the camel. She said to the servant, who is that man walking in the field to meet us? And the servant said, he is my master. So what did she do? She took her veil and covered herself. She made herself ready. The servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. Then Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. Thus Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. I guess I need a little comfort too. So you see that beautiful picture. The angel helped the servant have success at the request of Abraham's prayer. He finds the woman that's to be the bride, and he brings the bride back to Isaac, and Isaac receives her, and he's comforted.